I'm just going to come out and say it. I am not woke. This whole woke business is out of control. It's like everybody and everything is woke. In New Zealand, a $100 million Navy ship crashed off the coast of Samoa, burst into flames, and then sunk in the ocean. Afterwards, that same Navy ship identified as a submarine. It's ridiculous. I mean, we're living in crazy times, folks. Everybody's getting high, even our old people. All right, some senior citizens in South Dakota accidentally ate some brownies that were cooked with marijuana. Now, imagine a room full of Depends-wearing 80-year-olds chomping on some pot brownies on bingo night. Bingo! I mean, after eating one brownie, one woman said she hadn't felt that good since her husband died. I mean, it's crazy. Yeah. You see, I'm glad I'm married because I would not be in the dating market in this day and age. I'm sorry, because modern women today, not any of you, okay, not any of you, especially none of you with guns, but modern women today are just so entitled. I asked a woman one time, I said, exactly what do you bring to the table? She looked at me and she said, I am the table. I said, oh, really? I said, well, if it were up to me, I would take you back to Bob's Discount Furniture Store for a full store credit. Entitled. Now, as I said, I'm happily married, and on the 25th of this month, my wife and I are going to celebrate 21 years of marriage. In fact, my wife is here, which means the next few jokes you hear have already been pre-approved. Now, my wife is from the Arab Kingdom of Morocco in North Africa. She speaks 3 languages: French, Arabic, and, if necessary, bloodshed. I mean, you know the weird thing about being married to a foreign-born spouse? Well, everything. I mean, I don't have to speak my wife's Moroccan dialect to know when she's cussing me out, okay? I leave the toilet seat up, instead of saying, honey, why'd you leave the toilet seat up? It's like, which is loosely translated to, if you leave the toilet seat up again, I'm gonna slit your throat when you sleep tonight. Yes, my wife, she bout that life. Now, this year I turned 50, and in addition to being married a long time, got a teenage kid, I achieved another major milestone this year. This year I had my very first prostate exam. Yes. When I sat with the doctor, I said, okay, doc, look, this is my first time. He said, that's all right, Mr. Martin. This is my first time with a black guy. I said, okay, doc, all right, let's get this show on the road. Okay, where do I put my pants? He said, right over there next to mine. So I'm prepping for the exam, and as I'm, praying to God, I noticed that the doctor had this vast assortment of like baby oil, and I'm a baby oil connoisseur, so I'm like, hey doc, where do you get your baby oil? Costco, Sam's Club? He was like, well, I was at a Diddy party one time. And when it was all said and done, I still didn't get a record deal. And we know Vice President Kamala Harris is running for president, and she's the first woman of color, first woman vice president. But I never knew much about her husband, so I looked up her husband. Her husband is named Douglas Craig Imhoff. He goes by Doug Imhoff. Say it fast. Dug him off. Now think about this. What if his parents named him Scratch? Now, it's kind of weird being called the second gentleman when your wife's the vice president. I mean, Jill Biden is the first lady, so there's no first gentleman. So how can you be second to nobody? See, if my wife became the vice president of the United States, instead of being called the second gentleman, everyone's going to call me the first side piece. Or side dude, that's right. Yes. Okay. And here's the thing. There are rules for being a side piece or side dude, but if I'm the first side piece of these United States of America, I'm going to flip the whole script. Rule number one, normally when you're the side piece, you don't want to tell the whole world, but not me. Coming to the Oval Office, please welcome the Vice President of the United States of America and her husband, the second... No. You will address me as the first side piece or side dude of these United States, okay? She's VP, I'm SP, or better yet, SD. Put some respect on my name. Now, rule number two of being the first side piece is you don't spend your own money. See, if my wife became vice president, she would earn a salary of $235,000 a year. So you know what that means? I can spend her money and the taxpayers' money at the same time. That's what you call a flex. Yeah, that's right. Her money is my money is my money, and guess what? Your money is my money. Now, the third rule, if I became the first side piece of the United States, I would pass not one, but two bills. Two bills, I would get them through Congress, get them signed into law. Why? Because there's two sides to every piece. That's right. My first bill would guarantee rights for all side pieces and side dudes all over the United States. I would call it No Side Piece Left Behind. My second bill will be a health care bill guaranteeing lifetime health care benefits to all side pieces and side dudes. And as an addendum, all side dudes of America would no longer have to put their bills in their mama's name. I would call that bill the Affordable Side Piece and Side Dude Care Act, better known as Side Care. And I've got the perfect slogan to encapsulate both of them. Side piece lives matter. Any fitness buffs here in the room? People, she said no. Okay. All right. Any fitness buffs besides her? Great. Well, you know, I'm a yoga instructor and I lift the weights and that sort of thing. I know. Can't you tell? I mean, nothing makes me feel more like a real man than my favorite pair of yoga pants. You know what I'm saying? But see, here's the thing. And I know you all are going to agree with me. It's hard losing weight when you get past a certain age. Okay? Okay? It's like your workouts last longer, your clothes don't fit. These relaxed fit jeans I have, I got on statin drugs. They're on high blood pressure. Seriously. It is hard. Okay? My boxer briefs have more holes in them than a golf course. It is bad. And it's funny because when I was in my 20s, I could eat anything I wanted, and my metabolism worked overtime. But once I hit 40, my metabolism started to take more vacation days, more PTO, more sick days. And then once I hit 45, it just went on strike. Okay? Remember those commercials back in the 80s where the egg is frying in the pan and the message is, "This is your brain on drugs"? Well, every time I get on a treadmill, I hear this voice in the back of my head going, "This is your metabolism on pause." Okay? And my metabolism speaks to me. It doesn't just speak to me. It preaches to me. You know how you have those little voices in your head that just speak to you? My metabolism speaks to me like it's Martin Luther King Jr. I've been working all these years, burning all your fat and breaking down your glucose Coast, and I haven't had a vacation in over 50 years. Well, no more. I said no more. You are not going to treat me like the three Hebrew boys from the Old Testament, Shadrach, Meshach, and a bad Negro. No more. I'm going to let the fat accumulate around your midsection. I'm going to let the cellulite get jiggy on your thighs. Why? Because I'm your metabolism, so you can't fire me. I'm union, so you can't report me to HR. I'm grandfathered into your DNA, so I don't need your permission. You can run on that treadmill, get in downward dog all you want. I'm going to Florida after the hurricane. My name is Dutch Martin. Thank you very much.